September 1st, 2025. I slept a little better. I think I got 6.5-ish hours of sleep. So that was better and not terrible. And I got back to my activities once I got up. I did my walk early afternoon again, kind of my more normal time. I think around 1:30 or something. And went another new path and went a little over an hour. Decent pace, about 3.6.5 miles, something like that. Maybe 3.7. I think it said 3.65. But anyway, yeah, it was a good walk. It was hot out. This is the first time I walked where I was sweating quite a bit by the time I got back. I think normally I avoid that just because maybe it's a little windier. It wasn't, when I say it's hotter, I guess it wasn't like temperature-wise hotter, but I think it was just less windy. But also I was wearing all black, so I guess maybe that changed things too. And I was sweating pretty good when I got back. Other than that, I spent the rest of the day working on my things. In the evening, I did my second fantasy draft with the crew headed by one of my old Screaming Flea coworkers. I don't know how my team turned out. I was almost on auto draft in a way, but we'll see how it goes. And that basically makes up the whole day. I was just starting to nod off here a little bit ago, so I could have done this in the morning, but I think I had enough inspiration to kind of take care of this now before I go to sleep. Sorry, my eyes are sort of closing as I talk. In a way, I strangely feel like my pace is a little more liberated, I guess, at the moment, but I'm not entirely sure why that is, but I'm just trying to stick with it. Trying to make this a little less boring anyway. The deep thought of the day, I've had this thought before, and it's not groundbreaking or anything, but I guess I'd like to kind of, wax philosophical on a little bit. And I wrote it down as I was walking, as I usually do. The hurdles I face as I march towards my goals just strengthen my resolve and quality to overcome, increasing the value of my eventual victory. Some of that sounds a little strange, I think, as I read it. The hurdles I face as I march towards my goals just strengthen my resolve. So that's as you encounter challenges, you either give up or you don't. And if you don't, that indicates your resolve has been strengthened because it pushed you through that challenge or that hurdle. So it strengthens my resolve and quality to overcome. Oh yeah, and the action of pushing through a hurdle, of getting past that particular challenge, naturally indicates that your ability to overcome has increased. Oh man, I did not overcome that yawn very well. It means your ability to overcome has increased. Maybe it is only fractional, but maybe it's a big deal too. And I think it kind of relates to how hard you had to work to overcome whatever challenge you faced. So it's just an indicator that your quality is improving. So your quality to overcome. But also that thereby increases the value of your eventual victory. Meaning, when you get there, when you achieve the goal that you set out to do, knowing that you've made it through so many obstacles and that you have changed because of those obstacles in a positive way, that the reward of achieving that goal is that much sweeter, both for the obvious reality that you achieved the goal, but also for the additional benefit, the additional reality, maybe implied reality, that you have grown and changed because of your experience attempting to achieve that goal. I mean, the kind of standard quip that I hear socially applied to this concept is, it isn't about the end, it's about the journey. I don't know, I'm doing so much finger quotes there. It's the journey that counts. Well, I think it's about both the journey and the end. I think those are both important elements to any goal you set, to anything you're trying to achieve. But definitely, because the greatest portion of any given goal is the time spent leading up to the goal, then really that's, I would say, more heavily weighted. So I can't say the sentiment of that statement, of that quip, is necessarily a bad thing, but I guess it's all how you perceive it. And I'm sure every goal is different. They all have different circumstances. So that is my deep thought of the day. What does that mean for the call to action? I would say take every challenge you face and the next goal that you've set and have started working towards as just that, an opportunity to strengthen your resolve and an opportunity that will improve the quality you possess to overcome it. Just realize that, I mean, that's just the way life works. I think we're all marching our way through, and hopefully we're learning lessons as we aim at something in particular down the line, and we learn from them and we overcome them. That is the goal. All right. Hopefully that was helpful. Sorry about my rambling nature. Maybe I'm not super sorry, but I do hope it was useful and the rambling was not too much of a distraction. Until next time, take it easy, y'all.